Hello and welcome to Inside Africa. I'm Aisha Sasay. On the program this week, CNN's NKEPILE MABUSE goes inside Zimbabwe in full view. Over the past 12 months, you may recall political strife, poverty, people suffering from severe food shortages and unemployment with an economy in shambles. Now, 1 year after the government reached a power-sharing agreement, NKEPILE looks at whether life has changed in Zimbabwe. Inside Africa starts right here.
Hello from Harare, Zimbabwe. For the first time in about 8 years, CNN is here with the knowledge and permission of the Zimbabwean government, a government that includes both President Robert Mugabe and Prime Minister Morgan Tsvangirai. The two political rivals started sharing power about 7 months ago. But Mr. Tsvangirai has expressed disappointment in the unity government's failure to fully implement the power-sharing deal. He's asked the Southern African development community for help. Here's a look at developments that have unfolded in Zimbabwe during their shared tenure. Food is back on Zimbabwe's once empty store shelves. The country's worthless currency is gone and has been replaced with multiple foreign bills. Most teachers and doctors have gone back to work, and the long queues outside banks and filling stations are a thing of the past. This a year after Zimbabwe's political foes, President Robert Mugabe and Prime Minister Morgan Tsvangirai, pledged to govern jointly. After a bloody and bitter election, sharing power was seen as the only solution to end violence and rejuvenate Zimbabwe's battered economy.
So help me God.
But 5 months more of disagreements followed before a unity government was actually formed. And as new ministers were being sworn in, the coalition was thrown into further disarray. The MDC's candidate for Deputy Agriculture Minister and a long-time enemy of Mugabe's ZANU-PF party was arrested and charged with sabotage. Roy Bennett spent a month in prison, and Mr. Mugabe says he'll only swear him in if he's cleared.
The delay which is taking place for his swearing in is deliberate, to frustrate him, to frustrate our constituency, to send a message, look, we can do this, unilaterally. And that's what we are trying to oppose.
This is but one among a litany of problems currently plaguing Zimbabwe's new government. Scores of MDC MPs have been arrested in recent months in an attempt many believe to undermine the party's parliamentary dominance. The MDC has also rejected as unilateral the reappointments of the Governor of the Reserve Bank and the Attorney General. According to the political agreement, Mr. Mugabe was to consult Tsvangirai before filling these key posts.
Mr. Tsvangirai's concern is no concern at all, because these people were appointed before Mr. Tsvangirai was appointed. And how could our president consult a person who was not there?
Most donor countries continue to wait for real change in Zimbabwe before they release financial assistance for the country's economic recovery. I sat down with Morgan Tsvangirai to ask him about sharing power with Robert Mugabe. We'll have that conversation after the break.